Hey Limitless Nation, today you're in for a real treat. Today you get to learn directly from Bec McCallum. Bec McCallum is an international speaker, author, and coach. Having overcome weight challenges, marriage breakdowns, and almost facing bankruptcy, Bec didn't want to live life by constantly feeling stressed and worried. Bec knew there were deep subconscious blocks that she needed to overcome. She trained in NLP and Hypnotherapy to help herself. Discovering the power of letting go of her own limiting beliefs, she decided to help others to do the same for themselves. Now, Bec coaches female entrepreneurs to hit their first 6 figures and to live a life of abundance. In today's masterclass, you are going to learn directly from the one and only Bec McCallum. Let's dive into it.
Well, before you dive into today's masterclass session, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. It allows you to receive notification bell every single time we have uploaded a new video and showing you how to live a limitless life. Now, if you want to dig deeper on what you need to do to hunt your future, make sure you watch the interview that I've done with Donna Vaughn at huntyourfuture.com. It will show you how you can hunt your future on every aspect of your being. Plus, you're going to receive tips and secrets on what you need to do to tackle your days on a regular basis. Now, let's dive into today's masterclass sessions.
Hey, welcome Bec McCallum.
Hey.
We're so happy to have you here today. Is there anything that we did not mention in the bio that you would like to share with the Limitless Nation?
No, I think that's all good.
Awesome. Well, here at the Limitless Nation, we start each and every interview with a limitless quote or mantra or even affirmation. So do you have a quote or mantra or affirmation that you have embedded into your life?
The healing is in the doing. It's something that I love and something that I live by.
The healing is in the doing. Nice. So the only way that you can get better is in taking imperfect, consistent, moving forward action.
Yes. That's what I believe. And after years of looking for answers, what I truly believe is if you just take little steps, action, you'll start to heal and you'll start to see massive improvements in your life.
As long as you keep moving forward. I like it. Now, Bec, is there a challenge or setback or possibly failure or even an obstacle that you've had to overcome to get to where you are today?
Many. There have been many, but I think the one that I'd love to share with you guys today is just, I have been in that place where I have almost been bankrupt. I have been in a place where my relationship with my husband was completely in a mess. In fact, my husband actually had an affair, which we were able to move on from because I was able to recognize that, it wasn't because we didn't love each other. It was because we were in such a horrible place financially. So we were both very miserable. We argued all the time. I truly know what it feels like to not want to answer the phone because you're just thinking, I know it's someone asking me for money and I've got no idea how I'm going to pay that bill or I'm going to, pay that debt collector or I'm going to have to make broken promises, knowing that, you've got to feed your kids, but you're just giving them minute noodles because it's literally all you have the money. So I have been in that place of real struggle. And real challenge. And I know how it feels to be that person. And it's not a good feeling. But I also know how it feels to be able to move out of that.
Wow. That's definitely a tough situation. So what was the moment where everything changed? We call it here an aha moment. The moment where you went from that really difficult situation where you were struggling even to find the money just to pay for food for your kids to all of a sudden now it looks like you're going and living your limitless life.
I think the moment for me was at the age of 32, I had to take a job working at McDonald's, which was definitely not where I imagined my life being when I was 32. I thought that by then I'd have everything sorted, I'd have my life together, and we only had one car at the time, so I had to cycle 10 kilometers to work, and I was put on the morning shift. So I used to have to get up, leave the house at 4 a.m, cycle in the pitch black, pouring rain, and I just thought, this is not the life that I wanted. It's not the life I wanted for my children, and it certainly wasn't where I saw my future being. And so I actually made a decision in that moment that I was going to change things. And I said yes to an opportunity which completely at the time changed my life and put me on a track that sort of set me in the path that I'm now on. And I'll be forever grateful for that. And I remember that when I said yes to the opportunity, I even had to put my rent money. I took my rent money and I put it on this opportunity, just thinking, you know, if this doesn't work, then I just don't know what's left for me. And I think that was the moment that it all changed, when I just knew that I couldn't keep doing what I was doing for the rest of my life.
Wow. Wow. So you took a chance on yourself and decided to invest in your own education to help you move forward to get better.
Basically, yeah.
Wow. So, Bec, what are you working on now?
Hope you enjoyed the masterclass session so far. Before we get into the second half of the session itself, it is very crucial for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I really don't want you to miss out on another masterclass where I'm going to share with you what other experts, celebrities, Fortune 5000 companies do to become successful and live a limitless life. So make sure you subscribe right now, and every single time we upload a new video, you will receive a notification bell. This allows you to enjoy the masterclass on the regular basis. So make sure you subscribe right now. Well, as you are ready, let's get into the second half of the masterclass session.
So at the moment, I'm actually working on a group coaching for female entrepreneurs, because I really believe that there's so many of us that we have some beautiful ideas, we get moving, we start to take that leap of faith in our business, but you know, things come up for us, you know, challenges, our limiting belief. And what I really want to be able to do is to create a beautiful tribe of supportive women, where we all get together and we, you know, I can help you coach through some of those blocks, some of those things that are holding you back, but in that group space, so that we've actually all got each other. Because it's in that group coaching space that I think I've had some of my biggest ahas and my, you know, my biggest momentum moments, because I've got those, I guess, soul sisters, you know, if you want to call it that are completely there for me 100%. So at the moment, I'm creating this group coaching program to get these female entrepreneurs together so that we can create magic throughout, you know, throughout our lives and other people's lives.
Wow. So in helping female entrepreneurs, where can the Limitless Nation go to learn more about you and your business?
Yeah, sure. So I have got a website. It's www.becmccallum.com. So if you just want to go over to my website, and I've also got an ebook there as well, which is all about the art of manifestation simplified, because I truly believe in manifesting. And that was one of my biggest challenges, was I used to manifest everything until I understood what manifesting was. And then somehow I seem to sabotage myself at every moment because I overthought the process. So yeah, you can get in touch with me over there.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Now, Bec, when you started on this limitless journey, where you had to put literally all your rent money up and you had no idea what was going to happen next, what was in your mind something that you felt was holding you back from becoming limitless?
I think it was my old stories and my old beliefs. It was all of those old patterns, and we all have them. We all have stories, and a lot of them, you know, come from a very young age. You know, between the ages 0 and 7, we make ideas up about ourselves, and we carry those stories with us such a long time. And some of those stories aren't even justified. You know, it could just be that a boy at school fancied you and he didn't know how to express his feelings, so he called you fat because he didn't know how else to tell you, and you've carried that belief through your whole life that you're fat, and then you wonder why, you know, you can't lose weight, or you sabotage yourself on diets and things like that. And it was those old stories, and for me it was those old money stories that kept playing up over and over and over and over again in my life, and those feelings of not being good enough, those feelings of self-worth. And when I realized that those were just old stories, those were old patterns of behavior, and I could create new stories, empowering stories that could move me forward in life, I think that's when things really started to change.
Wow. So you've managed to overcome your self-limiting beliefs, even though they were basically carried with you from an earlier age.
I think there's probably still always work to be done, but I definitely think that I've overcome a lot of those things. And I mean, I think every time you go to the next level, there's more stuff that comes up for you. It's like peeling off the layer of an onion. You know, there's always going to be more layers to peel off. But I think now, whereas before it would take me a long time, I would sit in that victim mode, and I would just think to myself, life isn't fair, why me? Now I'm able to kind of go, all right, what do I need to do to move forward? And it happens much quicker.
Okay. Now, Bec, with you having helped hundreds of women and possibly even thousands of women, what would you say is the best bit of advice that you were given when you started out?
Honestly, I would say it's about learning to trust in yourself again. So one of my biggest, I suppose, aha moments was when we were talking about goal setting. And I used to set goals, you go to a seminar, you'd be really pumped up, I'm going to change the world. You'd come home and about 3 days later, you were back to those old habits. And so much of that is because what we tend to do is we set these big goals and then we don't achieve them. We let ourselves down. And then when it comes to setting a goal again, we've kind of created this belief in our mind, well, I wasn't going to achieve it anyway, so what's the point? So what I would really say is, even if you've got this big vision, and big vision is amazing to have, break it down into those smaller steps, small bite-sized steps, because if you can get small wins along the way, it's going to build that self-belief, it's going to build self-confidence, and it's going to mean that you're going to be able to propel yourself forward so much quicker. And also, if you've got smaller goals along the way, what's going to happen is it's going to inspire you to do the action and to take the action and do the work. Whereas if you've just got this massive goal, it could become so overwhelming. So just start with those small bite-sized chunks and just keep moving forward.
Okay, so you start small but keep moving forward. Don't let yourself be paralyzed by analyzing the situation.
Yeah, and be kind to yourself, because remembering this is a journey, and sometimes business is like doing the cha-cha-cha, it's like 2 steps forward, a step back, a couple of steps forward. As long as you keep moving though, and you keep learning the lessons, and just do it with kindness. Don't beat yourself up. Just be really kind to yourself along the way.
I agree. Now, Bec, for your journey, what are some habits that you have instilled into your life that help you maintain the lifestyle that you have?
I truly believe it's about picking yourself up quickly when you fall down. We all fall down. We all have things that come up for us. We all have challenges. It's about how you face those challenges. If you face that challenge with those thoughts of, how did this happen to me? What's wrong with me? Life is awful. Oh, this is too hard. Then you're going to end up finding that you're going to be stuck in that place for such a long time. Whereas if you can pick yourself up quickly and look at things and go, okay, what's great about this? All right, this has happened. What's the learning that I need to know to be able to move forward? Right, what are the options? Get a big piece of paper and just write down everything that comes in your mind. How can I get out of this? How can I get through this challenge? Just write whatever comes into your mind. Just write it down. Because when you start to do that, you start to feel more positive again. When you start to feel more positive, you're going to find that you're going to be able to take those small steps forward again, and you're going to get out of whatever situation that you're in. So I think it's about having a really positive mindset, and also staying away from drama. I don't read the news because I don't want to know about it. I don't spend my time with people who just want to bitch and moan about everything, because that doesn't help anybody. So I think it's about really surrounding yourself with positive things and positive people. Exercising, eating well as well are 2 other really important things, because I believe that if you've got a healthy body, you're going to have a healthy mind.
I agree. If you have a healthy body, you're going to have a healthy mind, and you got to take care of all of that by eating right and exercising, as you just said. Now, back in a hypothetical world, imagine that all the books that you have just disappeared, and you only had enough money in your bank account for 1 book. It could be any book, but it could only be 1 book. What would be the first book that you would go out and buy?
I actually bought it with me, and it's Dr. Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It was the first book that really helped me get into meditation and the power of understanding the power of meditation. It's an amazing book to help you sort of break the habit of being yourself, breaking through those limiting beliefs. And it really helped me understand the law of attraction on a really sort of scientific level, because I'm the kind of person who, whilst I love all the woo-woo, I kind of also wanted to know, where's the science for this? Where's the real information about this? And this book has it all. So if you have never heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza, just go and start listening to him on YouTube. But definitely the best book I've ever read.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. Now, Bec, if you, again, had in a hypothetical world, were able to go back into your past, is there any advice that you would give your past self?
Yes, I think it would just be learn to love the journey, and learn to love yourself along the way. Be kind. Be
Yeah,
kind.
enjoy the journey and be kind to others and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Well, Bec, can you tell us again how the Limitless Nation viewers and listeners can get in contact with you to learn more about you, your story, your business, and just to connect with you?
Yeah, so you're welcome to connect with me on Facebook. I'm just Bec McCallum. Otherwise, my website is www.becmccallum.com.
Awesome. Well, Bec, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm sure that the Limitless Nation has been inspired by your story. I know that I am absolutely amazed by everything that you have had to say. It is amazing how you were able to get from nearly being broke and bankrupt to all of a sudden you're actually in a position where you can help other people, women entrepreneurs, go after the dream that they want to go after. Well,
Thank you.
Well, until next time, this is Donovan saying stay limitless.
Well, that's a wrap. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the word subscribe. And if you want to go deeper on learning on what you need to do to hunt your future, make sure you watch the interview that I've done with Donovan on what you need to do to hunt your future on every aspect of your being. This allows you to live a limitless life on every aspect of your life starting from today's forward. Plus, you are going to receive tips and tricks on what you need to do to tackle your day, tackle your challenges on every situation, every single time. So go ahead and download it right now, and until then, stay limitless forever.